What's going on, lovey-dovey's? I don't know, I thought it'd be wild and use a filter. I tried to do this live, this murder story. Do you guys remember? Jackie and Roger Spaulding. No sex involved, married 25 years. Tried to hire every hitman possible to kill her husband. Do you remember that story? No? Alright, well, buckle up, Butter Cups Auntie Kookoo's got all the deets for you. But as I was saying before is I tried to do my first TikTok live and I don't know how to share it and I made a huge mess. So now we're back here trying again. Bear with me. But let's do it right. But before I get started, as always, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Storytime Auntie Kookoo, Kookoo. I'm actually kind of sad. I shouldn't be using this filter because I just got my hair done by my boy Joey, and he did phenomenal as usual, right? But shut it down, Kookoo. Stay focused. Back into the deets. So let me tell you guys, give you guys a little rundown as usual. So it's like 1998 and Jackie and Roger, they're married. So now they are the Spauldings. But let me give you a little, thank you, K-Dub. Let me give you a little rundown that like Jackie and Roger got married in the 1970s. Okay, so think back, right? We're like in 2021, right? Whatever year we're in. You know where we are. Come on. Anyways, back in the 70s, Roger had prostate surgery that left him impotent. Instead of being like, hey, he's like, bump, bump, bump. Most people are like, hey. He's like, bump, bump, bump. Okay? Just so we're all together, right? So most people are like, hey, pretty lady. And Roger's like, hey, ooh, pretty lady. And other people are like, what up, pretty lady? Okay, so we're now on the same page, right? You smell what I'm cooking. So Roger has no ability to be, what's up, ladies? So he does meet Jackie, and they have an understanding, you know. They're going to be companions. They're going to build a life together. And let me clarify that where Roger lacks in the womp, 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 he makes up with the dollar bills, y'all. So, needless to say, you know, they're married and things are happening, and they also have like a huge age difference. I think she's like in her 40s and he's like in his 60s or something. I don't know. Who cares? Age doesn't matter, right? Anywho, so as things are going on, Jackie is like, I want to be able to hold my own. I want to be able to, you know, have some stability. And Roger's like, I smell what you cooking, girl. And she's like, I want you to buy me a motel that I can, you know, run and operate and provide for myself. He's like, that's what you want, boo-boo? I ain't giving you this, so I'll get you a hotel. I gotcha. So he buys her a hotel. A little did Roger know that he was straight up buying a whorehouse. Yeah, I said it. The words that they like to use is like a brothel or a unsavory clientele. No, it's a whorehouse. That's right. I said it. A whorehouse. That's what he bought. It wasn't like, oh, come by, stop in, check out tomorrow. It was like, pay up front, pay by the hour, turn and burn style. So Roger had no idea that this is what he had bought, and this is, well, that's not what he bought. What happened is that his wife, Jackie, turned it into this. So, back to the story, right, Kookoo? So she turns it into a straight-up brothel. And on top of that, Jackie's priority, you know, they are who you hang out with, right? Or you are who you hang out with. All our parents told us that growing up, right? So, obviously hanging out with drug dealers and prostitutes and stuff, she starts hanging out with that crowd and getting into the lifestyle. So, no longer profits are a priority to her. It is about exploiting her sexuality and drug use and, you know, whatever, just doing what she wants. Well, Roger's there one day and walks into a room, and there's this younger man banging at his wife. Obviously, Roger is devastated. Surprise, surprise. He's like, you scumbag, get the hell out of here. Jackie, how dare you, and I'm done with you. And she's like, oh, yeah? Oh, you done with me? Cool, let's get divorced. Divorce me, I dare you. So Roger's like, all right, screw you, lady. Goes to the attorney, and the attorney's like, Roger, Roger, what happened here is she is, allowed to get half of everything. On top of that, Roger, let me clarify with you, this motel, oh, I forgot this part, you guys. They named it the Shady Inn. Yeah, they named it the Shady Inn, and that shit was living up to its name. Anyways, but the lawyer was like, not only does she get half of everything you own, but all this debt and stuff she has, racked up over the years is now on your ace as well. So, come to find out, there's like multiple liens against the motel. So many credit cards. There's a couple of lawsuits and stuff. So his lawyer tells him, I wouldn't divorce her. I wouldn't do it. What I'd do is pack your shiznit up, roll out, leave her. Just bounce out. Start a new life somewhere else. He's like, gotcha. That's what I'm going to do. Good thinking. I'm out. Well, that was a great idea. But Roger made one huge mistake. Can you guys guess what he did? Can you? He friggin' told Jackie. He went in. He was like, I hope you're enjoying your life. I mean, I wasn't there, but, let's pretend how the conversation went down. I hope you're enjoying your life because I'm done. I'm done with you. And she's like, ha, 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 ha. That's fine. Go ahead and divorce me. I dare you. And he's like, already talked to a lawyer. I ain't gonna divorce you. I'm just out like trout. Well, Jackie's like, because now he's leaving. That's the cash cow taken off. Who's gonna pay these bills and everything else? So she is like, that ain't happening. So one night, as this all is playing out, Roger is literally living in like a mobile home, like a kind of like a trailer park style. And as he's sleeping, and this is all happening, his home is lit on fire, like up in flames. And I mean, I don't know if you've ever seen like a home fire. It could take a while, or that shit could go up in flames, depending on what you have in that home. Literally, the shit went up in flames. Luckily, Roger did get out in time. Thank God, at that time, he got out in time. But he's not stupid. He knew what happened. He knew it was her. Everything was lost. So he starts looking through the yellow pages because he gets insurance from the trailer. And he's like, I'm going to get an RV and I'm out. I'm done. I'm gone. Warning, run. So, again, that's what he starts doing. It's like one of the last days he's on his property, kind of like sifting through like the ashes and stuff, trying to get his last few belongings. Now that he has his RV to leave and stuff. And who shows up on the property? Who do you think? Oh, you thought it was Uncle Sam looking for some tax? No, but might as well have been. It was Jackie shows up and she's like, I wanted to say Sam now. She's like, Roger, come here real quick, to walk around the side of this like shed they had. As he walks around the side of the shed, he is grabbed by two masked men, thrown on the ground, and apparently, like I said, I wasn't there, but apparently there was screams of, shoot him in the head, shoot him in the head, by friggin' Jackie. Well, he gets shot in the head. Twice in the back of the head. Her plan was to claim it was a suicide. Well, 2 shots in the back of the head sure as hell ain't no suicide. So, needless to say, now she's ticked. He's got 2 shots in the back of the head, laying there on this shed, on this property that she just burnt down. And the police obviously alerted there's shots going off, so the cops show up, and she's like, I don't know. And the cops are like, after like literally, I think like an hour of hounding, she cracks. Completely cracks. She's like, what happened was I was upset and I wanted to look like a suicide, but they effed it up and shot him twice. So here we are. So obviously the police are like, well, who shot him? Who shot him? She would never, ever, to this day still, has not given up the names of who shot her husband in the back of the head twice. So there is speculation that it was probably her son. I don't know. I ain't spreading rumors. I'm just telling you what I've heard. Speculation is, who else would she cover for? Really? Like, who else would you cover for besides your own children? So the thoughts is that it was her own son, but she's never given that up. But she did. She confessed it all. She's like, yeah, I wanted to look like a suicide. They effed it up, shot him twice in the head, so here we are. He's friggin' dead. That's like kind of her attitude. So needless to say, she is charged with first-degree murder, conspiracy to commit murder, and she is sentenced to life plus 5 years, no chance of parole. Case closed. Like, that's it. That's the end of the story, Morning Glory. To this day, still, she has never given up the name of the shooters. Obviously, I mean, apparently, like, she was asking every person that came to the motel if they would be a hitman. So, I'm sure she would have thrown some low-life scumbag under the bus. In a second, she'd have thrown his ass under if it wasn't her own son. Like, I mean, process elimination, you know? Like, look at it. She was all about throwing people where they could and getting what she can, where she can. The only person I can think that she would not run over, back up, run back over, and run over one more time on her bus ride, you know, is her own children. So, yeah, to this day still, they don't know who shot Roger. They don't know who was else involved. Nobody else has been charged other than Jackie. To be honest with you, I'm okay with that. You know, because I guarantee this manipulative, twisted woman forced people, probably her own children, into doing her dirty work, which is disgusting. Anywho, so that's your story. What you think? Buckle up, Butter Cups, and thank you for the comments. Modi Wodi, but the hair, I got it done. I tried to cut it myself and made a mess, so here we are now. And my boy Joey came through like always and was like, I gotta cut a lot off, Kookoo, to make it look right, but I will fix it. So here we are. Anyways, again, sorry, the story's a little twisted and a little messed up, not all over is all over the place, because I tried to do my first live TikTok, and then I didn't know how to share it, and then I joined people. It was craziness, but we're learning, right? I'm learning, I'm growing, I'm doing the best I can. As always, I want to thank you all for checking in and hanging out with me. You are amazing. Don't you ever, you right there, don't you ever forget how amazing you are. Thank you guys. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button if we're on YouTube. You click that, click it, do it, put your booty into it. And thank you as always. Stay safe, stay kind, you know, spread love, give hugs, not drugs, make love, not war, you know. That's how we roll. Thank you. I appreciate you. Check you on the flip side, Skillet. Ooh. It's hard sometimes to end it. Now, I don't know. Do I want to end it? Don't I? Should we hang out longer? Just kidding. I'll be back.